Alright, hello you guys. Welcome back to channel Claire. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy world. You guys, it's going down. I kind of figured when I was watching Married to Medicine and I saw the scene where Quad was telling King that basically their eggs weren't going to be fertilized for them to be able to implant them and have the baby, which is the whole point, which is really sad. And you could see that Quad was quite devastated in that news. And there was a disconnect in the comforting or lack thereof of comforting that King just chose not to display towards Quad in that moment. Like, he didn't embrace her, kind of take her in and give her that shielding and comfort that I feel like any other man, good man in that situation, who actually wants to be present in that moment and equally feels this sorrow and distress that Quad was clearly feeling, that would have just been a natural response. And it was really sad to see because Quad was cut up and she does want a baby. And I hope, if that's still something she wants in her life, that she can get it by whatever means. There's different things you can adopt, or, there's alternative options. But now we're seeing that Quad are no more. And I really think that scene kind of, for a lot of people, let us know the trajectory of their relationship in the current day. But Quad is being very classy about it. I feel like she did that with her relationship with Dr. G and how they kind of split after they had their kind of situation on the reunion where they were airing their dirty laundry. After that, I didn't really hear anything else about their divorce. It kind of just happened and, we moved on. But now it seems like here with King, he's wanting to be a little bit messy. Okay, now we didn't know that Quad and King weren't together. We just knew that it probably is strained given what we're seeing on Married to Medicine. Sorry about that. So now King is up in people's comments, letting it be known to the world publicly that him and Quad are no more. He's no longer a part of this situation. Did you have a conversation with Quad that you guys were going to, make this known to the public? Typically, couples who are in the public eye, they will sometimes do a joint statement, similar to what we've, seen most recently with Amanda Batula and, gosh, what is her husband's name? Kyle. Gosh, I can't stand him. They just announced their separation, and they just did like a quick little Instagram story. Like, that's just what people do nowadays. Quad had not told anybody about it. King goes up in people's comments. Now it's on TMZ. It's just like, come on, dude. All right, so this is the messy-ish I saw yesterday. So, and then first of all, thank you to Jay's Reality Blog for keeping it all together and giving us the receipts. So he is in somebody's comments. Someone said, this is a week ago, okay, and we're just now hearing about this. Someone says, just too handsome. Quad is a lucky woman. And then King responds, luck ran out. Petty. He could have just not responded. There was no need for a response to that. He wanted it to be known. And then someone said, I don't think they're together anymore. And someone responded, that's sad. And he responded to that, I can confirm that I left that situation. So that is him letting it be known that him and Quad are no longer together. Then today, Quad confirms it in a statement saying, Kirk and I mutually decided to bring our relationship to a close in 2025. While our time together encompassed many meaningful moments, obviously them trying to have a child, that chapter of my life has now concluded. I wish him well. In 2026, I am focused on moving forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for your support. Class. And I really feel like that is the last we're going to probably hear from Quad. until we see it on the show and see how, I don't even know if they were filming, but if they aren't, they need to be filming this aftermath of Quad and King no longer being together. But I'm honestly kind of happy for her because he just really did seem disconnected. It did not seem like their goals for the future aligned, and that was just always going to cause some type of chaos. And I just, it was really, I side-eyed him so badly when he just couldn't even embrace her as she's like literally bawling because she's realizing her eggs are not going to be fertilized for her to have this. Like, that's devastating. And you couldn't even embrace her. You couldn't even, like, nothing. Nothing. Like, he was just sitting there. It was kind of hard to watch. That was just, a tough scene. So I don't even know. I kind of want to say congratulations from getting away from that situation, Quad, because onward and upward. Greg, he obviously, you know, wanted a child. I still don't know if Sweet Tea has been able to do that yet, or if they have had a kid yet. I haven't heard news of that quite yet. But it does like make me think about, you know, pregnancy as you get older in age, because myself, I'm thinking about that. I'm 32 and they're like 35. You're in geriatric pregnancy. I was just talking to my mom about that and she's like, are you concerned about it? I'm like, you know, I'm trying not to be, like, because the more you stress about it, the more it just doesn't work out. So I don't want to stress about something like that, but it definitely is like in the back of your mind. And then watching these ladies, you know, kind of struggle, you know, and having to go through different things like IVF and all of the things, or going to freeze your eggs. I'm watching back Potomac from season 7 when Candace is in the process of freezing her eggs because she's not quite ready to have a baby yet. And look at her now, she has a little boy. But that's another thing. I would love to freeze my eggs at this age, but that's like, it's so expensive. It's just like not realistic at this current moment. Maybe one day, maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I'll hit the lottery or something. I'll be blessed. But I mean, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Life is interesting. But I'm sad to hear about the whole situation with her not having a kid. But with her and King no longer being together, I just think that might be for the best for the both of him, because he definitely just didn't seem like he wanted to have another kid. And to his credit, he was being kind of upfront about it. Like, he has a daughter or a kid or a son. I believe it's a daughter. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but and she's dang old near grown. You'd be starting all the way over at his age. You know, he always kind of made it seem like he was doing it for her. Like, he made that statement, like, kind of like, I'm doing this for you. It definitely was not something he wanted. And then it's like, if it would have worked out, would he then have resented Quad because he's now starting over at an older age? And when you have a young child, you're having to give up a lot of freedom like that, whereas he could have just been done with his, you know, kid that's basically grown. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I wish the best for Quad. King, I mean, go about your business, I guess, as long as you stop creating drama with Quad. You are no longer relevant because you are no longer in the Bravoverse. So sorry. So he might try to get his, I hope I don't see him pop up on somebody's like podcast or something with him trying to give his side of the story or something, trying to get a check. But I wouldn't be surprised. He might try to do like a little press run. We'll see. But TMZ picks up like all the news here nowadays. I saw they were reporting on like Blueface and Krishan at one point. I'm like, y'all report on any and everything now, for real, TMZ. But yeah, just an update. There was something else. That's right, because Heavenly was on Carlos King's show talking about the breakup. So then King goes and responds to Heavenly, and I'm like, you know not We want Quad to be happy and we try to be happy for our girl, but at the same time, he just wasn't giving what needed to be gave. And that's okay. Quad is still young. She's beautiful. She still has time. And why settle when you don't have to? So, here nowadays. I saw they were reporting on like Blueface and Krishan at one point. I'm like, y'all report on any and everything now. For real, TMZ. But yeah, just an update. There was something else. That's right. Because Heavenly was on Carlos King's show talking about the breakup. So then King goes and responds to Heavenly, and I'm like, you know not to fuck with Heavenly, okay? He's responding to her talking about some keep my name. He's responding to her talking about some keep my name honest and yours stays respected or stays protected, forgive me. And then he says, don't use your friend. That's like low-key a threat. Like, who are you fucking talking to? Commenting that on Heavily shit. Like, what is going on? Like, how did this end? Like, why does he seem so aggravated and upset? And like, he's been done wrong. Quad is seeming to be like above it all. Like, what is happening? Why are you so online and so in people's fucking comments? Like, what, do you not have a job? Like, why are you not working? And people are all in these comments like, baby, this was not what I was expecting from King. Not at all. Like, petty boots. It's messy as hell. And why? Boots. It's messy as hell. And why are you talking to women like this? You're a grown-ass man. Clout chasing. King is that a threat? Confirming how I felt about him this season. I'm a little embarrassed from him. Ew. Exactly. So everybody's on one accord that we kind of felt something shifty about King, but then we also, because we like Quad, we want Quad to be happy and we try to be happy for our girl. But at the same time, he just wasn't giving what needed to be gave. And that's okay. Quad is still young. She's beautiful. She still has time. And why settle when you don't have to? So, everybody is sitting here ready for the fucking mess. I feel like he's about to run this shit. He is really about to do some clout chasing shit. If I see him on a podcast, I'm gonna be irked. King is corny. His demeanor was whack. He reminds me of the kids in school who would get bullied, so he focused on his career, is now successful. In Quad podcast for the fucking mess. I feel like he's about to run this shit. He is really about to do some clout chasing shit. If I see him on a podcast, I'm gonna be irked. King is corny. His demeanor was whack. He reminds me of the kids in school who would get bullied, so he focused on his career, is now successful. And Quad was his first baddie. Someone said, here we go. Yeah. What did Heavenly say? So this is about 2 minutes long. Let me turn this up. Let me see. Oh, I have to turn my volume on the computer up.
Just 2 hand luck ran out.
No, for a fact he was trying to get back with Quad just not too terribly long ago.
Quad and King have
trying to get back with Quad, so I guess they had taken a break.
King alluded
Hold up.
to this yesterday. He posted an image on him on Instagram. One of the images, he was shirtless. Somebody in the comments said, "Just too handsome. Quad is a lucky woman." King responded, "Luck ran out." Then another person stated, "I don't think they together anymore." King responded, "I can confirm that I left that situation." Dr. Heavenly, what are your thoughts on this? Because I remember weeks ago,
just had to let it be known it was him
attacking King online, and I asked you about it, and you talked about your growth when it comes to not speaking on people's relationships who are your real friends.
Oh,
and you
gosh.
said, "I'm Team Quad, she's my friend, and I respect the Quad. I will not speak on it." Did you know then that's something that they were broken up?
Of course.
Quad is my friend. I love my friend, but I will speak on it today.
Don't speak on it, Heavenly.
We've been new. Like, they've been broken up for months, Carlos. They have been broken up for months.
Wow.
I just think that Quad is a classy lady, the way that she ended it, the way that she left that statement. I think that she's a stand-up girl, and I think that's how it should have happened. They're not married, and to me, for a man to come up under the comments,
right, petty.
Me, you're attention seeking, meaning that that's not the way you do things. And I know for a fact he was trying to get back with Quad just not too terribly long ago. So my thing is this.
See, that's how they do.
Too much because it looks like he's trying to get attention, but I don't agree with anything he's doing.
So because it didn't work out, how can I pause this?
For me, I have to look back at the beginning. Why was he there for the fame? And you know, if people are there for the fame and they get a little bit of it, they can't handle it. You know? And I know for per Quad that he's still trying to hang out with people from the show. He's trying to hang out with, you know, Yandy's husband and stuff like that. People that he don't even know, he wouldn't know because of Quad. Go back to where he was before. Let her go back to her life, and then they move forward purposely and in goodwill. My whole thing is, yes, they have broken up. Yes, I've been knowing for months. But yes, I think that he handled that all wrong. And I think that he definitely wants to get back with her. And he definitely wants attention. So we're not going to give him much of it.
And on that note, this will be my last video on this situation, unless it gets, like, terribly more juicy. But, no, like, he's sitting up here trying to get attention. They've been broken up for months. I didn't even know, you know, what this comment was that brought all of this. It was under, like, a shirtless picture. Quad is so classy. Let's not give him any more attention than what he's wanting. Trying to hang out with Mendices because he's also too newly single, and then trying to get back with Quad secretly too. That's how they do. That's how they... Wow. Quad, go on about your business.
No, for a fact,
don't give him the time of day. And it's interesting what Heavenly said, you know, once they get that taste of the life, because being with somebody who is a reality star, but a reality star on Bravo, that comes with major perks. Like, Married to Men is one of the best shows on the network. I know that they get treated and paid well, and he's certainly going to miss that treatment. Or going out with Quad and people are like, "Oh my God, Quad King, Quad King." And then he's just like known or famous by association, not even based off of anything, just simply because he's Quad's man. So of course he's missing that. If Quad wanted to have him back right now, I'm sure that she could. I hope that she doesn't. But this is what they do. This is what they do. All very interesting. I want to not give him more attention per Heavenly, so I will likely not make another video on this, but I only will if he starts to be repeatedly petty. Then of course we'll follow up. But until then, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening wherever you are. I'm gonna finish this little situation I've got here. And I'm gonna have a peaceful rest of my Monday. I'm gonna go read, I'm gonna chill and get ready for Tuesday and the rest of this week. I hope it goes by fast, because got stuff to do this weekend. But anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about King and Quad breaking up. Is King being petty? Or do you not like Quad? Because some people don't like Quad. Because she has like this strong personality. But let me know your thoughts. And I will see you guys in another video.